Keeping him off balance was the important thing.
Did it help when you get that tackle on supporter?
Yeah, I mean, that always helps. And we took advantage of some miscues early on and got a 5 in the first, and then Derek added 1 in the second. And then Nuno really, went to work.
Joe, how hard is it, particularly since he just faced this team?
Well, I think it's harder. And I think he pitched better the second time because they know what he has and they've seen his stuff. The thing is that, I thought he got a few balls in the middle of the plate the last time, but he didn't seem to do that tonight. But, I always think the advantage is if you've never seen him the first time through, the advantage is to the pitcher. But he did a really good job.
With the mic
It's great. I think they've been needling each other. The other day, actually, it started, and Brian came up with a big smile on his face when he saw Jeet's home run, and came up the stairs and had a big smile on his face. So it's great to see. I mean, Jeet was on base a lot tonight and did a good job.
Dave over there.
There was some skepticism about Derek coming into this series. Do you think that drives him?
Absolutely. I mean, he's always been an extremely driven person, and when he's struggling, he's going to do everything he can in his power to get going again, and that's what he did. He got going again, and all hitters are going to go through it. But when you're 39, it's always going to be a question.
You also mentioned how tough it is for a young guy who's got family. Do you worry about that or think about it going into the
Well, I didn't know. I figured he had his mom and dad here, but I didn't know he had that many people here until I actually took him out. And someone said something on the mound, and all the people were standing up behind our dugout and giving him a big ovation. So, yeah. But I would if I would have known.
Mark in the front.
So you talked before the game about hoping the hitting was contagious and trying to carry that momentum. 7 for 14 tonight, got the scoring position. But you guys are starting to look a little more.
Yeah, well, I think eventually it's going to even its way out. But as I said, when you're going through it, it's no fun. And it's difficult, and the guys get frustrated by it. But eventually it's going to even its way out, and you're going to score runs.
Susan.
For a guy in his first year, Solarte
Yeah.
was down a little bit and now seems to be right back.
Yeah.
What did he do to adjust?
Well, he was struggling a little bit right-handed, and we were seeing a lot of lefties. And I think he just got going. Sometimes for switch hitters, it's harder to get your right-hand swing going when you don't see a lot of lefties in spring training necessarily. And then he's starting to see a lot, and he's more comfortable right-handed, and it's kind of evened out. I mean, when you look at his splits in his career, he's always been pretty even.
Is this very impressive to see him?
Yeah. For him to make adjustments, and sometimes when you start to struggle as a young kid, it can be very difficult. And you start thinking too much, and you start thinking about your opportunity, but he brings a lot of energy every day, and he's got a good personality, and he fits right in our clubhouse, and he made some adjustments.
So how reassuring is it seeing you starting pitching what it did the last 3 nights?
Well, it's always a better feeling when you're starting pitching, starts to get on a roll. And they're going to struggle at times too. We've had to make some adjustments, and we've had to build some guys up on the fly in a sense, which is not always easy to do. But you look at Nuno, and he was in the 80s, and you look at Phelps, and he was in the 80s, and you can continue to get more out of them. But it's nice to see Kuroda get going, and we got some pretty good starts here. He's done a really good job. He's prepared, and it's not always easy for a young kid who's used to playing every day to be productive offensively, and I think defensively it's probably not as noticeable because you can catch guys in the bullpen and you can get to full speed down there, but it's hard to get to full speed game speed when you're not playing, and he's done a really good job with his at-bats.